everybody, it's Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on this Tuesday. And yes, let's admit it, it's a bloody Tuesday. We're here on CoinGecko.com. Our total market cap has fallen below $150 billion. You can just see some of these losses here, double digit in the last 24 hours, just brutal. So I think you have probably the average loss here, probably close to 13 or 14% in some cases. Bitcoin itself down 16.2% in the last 24 hours. XRP is only down 6.5%, which is relatively strong versus the rest of the competition here. We're going to come back to that in an article today. We're looking at a few things. We're looking at the fact that, well, we're asking the question, I should say, is Coinbase trying to influence the price of Ethereum? We have a few people's opinions on that. We have news about Tomochain and their mainnet launch, which is coming next month in December of 2018. But let's begin alluding to what I just said on altcoinbuzz.io with this article by Luke. XRP, the new stablecoin, top performer in a bleeding market, in a profusely bleeding market. So with the crypto market taking yet another dive on Monday and again today on Tuesday, November 20th, and most cryptocurrencies hitting new lows for the year, XRP has been one of the best performers over the last few days. XRP even overtook Ethereum for the fourth time this year and is now the largest altcoin by market cap. And then very briefly yesterday on Monday, you even had XRP showing a 7% increase over 24 hours while the price of Bitcoin was falling. Last week, XRP fell to 40 cents after an amazing run in October. Since then, however, XRP showed signs of a recovery and surged towards 52 cents yesterday, that being Sunday, November 18th. And you have individuals like Mattie Greenspan of eToro, the go-to digital asset for Ripple Labs, who said that, quote, Ripple is basically winning on social media. You could take a look at the tweet there if you're interested. And then on Sunday, November 18th, Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, the CEO of the largest crypto exchange, Binance, tweeted something that hints toward the possibility of XRP becoming a base currency on the leading exchange. So CZ said the XRP base shill is strong. Let's get it out of your system and put all your shills under this one tweet. Let's see how much we get. So as you know, guys, this is never financial advice that we offer. And even, without saying that, I don't think you would misconstrue what I'm about to say as financial advice. It's not. But if one were to have all of their holdings in XRP in these last couple of days, these last few days in this most recent market crash, XRP was actually the most stable crypto, at least in the top 10, certainly, and that would have been a good way to retain most of your value. So let's see if this is a characteristic of XRP going forward. It certainly performed very well these last few days, no doubt about that. In other news, we have an article here again by Luke. Is Coinbase trying to influence the price of Ethereum? An informal email from Coinbase has raised some eyebrows amongst investors. The email sent out by the cryptocurrency exchanges seems to be promoting Ethereum. Therefore, some investors believe it is an attempt by the most well-known exchange to influence the price of the digital asset. So on Monday, you had Pierre Rochard, who turned to Twitter to call out the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase because an email by Coinbase that Rochard considered an Ethereum pump email was sent out. Here's the original tweet itself. Subject, a very brief primer on Ethereum. So this ETH pump email from Coinbase contains only positive spin about Ethereum. Zero warnings, disclaimers, or disclosures. Only links are to price. This is not responsible way of dunning retail speculators. I'm not sure what that means. Crypto industry needs a big cleanup. So you can take a look at the email itself here. It's linked to what's the big deal about Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot of features that people find compelling. Let's explore. So as Pierre points out, listing all the positives, Ethereum makes it possible to run apps, create magic swords, pay for things, create new cryptocurrencies. So a lot of people are pointing out that it's not really a big deal because Coinbase is, after all, a major platform with relatively few listings on it. So really all they're trying to do is promote Ethereum, which is already listed on their exchange. In a response to the tweet from Pierre Rochard, another Twitter user called Thomas said, "That's crazy. So you mean to tell me a company is promoting one of the products it sells?" That is another way to look at it. So maybe this is like a false outrage. I don't know. Of course, it is not strange for an exchange to send out informational emails to give users more background information about a digital asset. During a time, however, that XRP has surpassed Ethereum on the cryptocurrency rankings, the email can seem as a bit strange, especially with the knowledge that Coinbase's CEO Brian Armstrong reportedly owns more Ethereum than Bitcoin. So let us know whether you think that there's some foul play here. I don't know. I'm not quite seeing it just based on that email. You can check that out, by the way, and read it in full. But let us know your thoughts nonetheless in the comments below. And finally, today we have an update on an altcoin Buzz Army favorite today, but we're talking about Tomochain. So their mainnet launch is coming in December. In a Medium post on November 16th, Tomochain announced that the ERC20 token migration will begin on December 14th and conclude on December 20th. On December 14th at 4 p.m. Singapore time, Tomochain will officially launch their mainnet. In a 1-to-1 ratio, the ERC20 Tomo will be exchanged for the mainnet Tomo. So during December 14th and 18th, Tomochain will be running 5 full nodes for the process of initiating a masternode candidate. Voting for candidates will begin right after the migration on December 18th once the tokens have been swapped. On December 18th at 2 p.m., a snapshot for all ERC20 Tomo will occur and all native Tomo will be distributed according to that snapshot. By December 20th, the entire process will be complete. So how to exchange Tomo, here is the step-by-step guide. Number 1, exchange. You guys can take a look at that. Number 2, Tomochain mobile app. Number 3, have other options. The simplest way to confirm tokens will be swapped is to hold them on one of the ways listed already. But if you don't, then make sure that they are on a wallet in which you hold your own private keys. All ERC20 Tomo will be migrated to the address on Tomochain's mainnet, which you can access using your private key. So take a look at the roadmap here, guys, for what our friends over at Tomochain are doing. And here are a list of frequently asked questions. You can check those out as well. When can I start running my masternode or staking using my Tomo? Can I keep my token in my Nano Ledger S? What will happen to the current ERC20 Tomo? Does this process affect trading? Could I use IDEX exchange or other decentralized exchanges after December 18th, 2 p.m.? What will happen if I do not migrate, and so on? You guys get the idea. But if you're into Tomochain, as many of you are, you want to get more information, this is Chris's article. Do be sure to check it out in full. We've also reported on Tomochain previously if you're not at all up to speed on it. What is Tomochain? Does it solve issues from POS, proof of stake? That's from back in October. If you want to read about the Medium Tomochain blog using your Ledger wallet with Tomochain's testnet, that's going to be available here from a few days ago, about a week ago, actually, November 13th. And although we do have another article to cover today, an introduction here to Raven Coin, our latest installment in the Community Speaks segment, we're going to go ahead and save that for tomorrow since we're running a bit long. So we're going to come back to Raven Coin. And in the meantime, guys, make sure you're following Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News. Of course, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram. Hey, check out our last video if you haven't already, as well as our website content. It's a tough one out there, guys, and it's never financial advice. But remember, if you think like a Rockefeller, if you think like a Rothschild, you want to buy up assets when blood is running in the streets. So I'll leave it at that, not financial advice. But if you choose to invest, I wish you all the very best of luck, and we hope to see you guys again soon in a new video. Take care.